Hey guys, it's Melissa. Today I am going to show you how you can print and cut with your Silhouette Cameo, but use your iColor 560 to print white. So what this is going to allow you to do is make stickers with a contour kiss cut line with white toner. Okay, so it's very difficult to, if not impossible, to print white on stickers unless you have the ability to print the registration marks outside of Silhouette Studio and then get them into the ProRIP where you can then control the white. And what that's going to allow you to do is make awesome stickers, whether you're selling them for your business, whether you're using them for packaging, whether you're using them for, as different types of labels. With white, and then obviously contour. I have a clear one here too. So this can be done on, colored sticker paper, or you can use clear. It works the same way. So what we're going to do is start in Silhouette Studio where we do all our designing. We need to add the registration marks there. That's how the machine knows where to cut. And then we are going to print, instead of on the inkjet printer, which is where I typically print, we're going to print on our white toner because it has the white toner in there, and that will give us the look of white on our paper. And then we will take that back to the Silhouette Cameo and contour cut those stickers. So here we are in Silhouette Studio. This is the standard design area, and we need to set it up for print and cut. So print and cut, you're going to want to make sure that your cutting mat is set to Cameo 12 by 12, assuming you have a Silhouette Cameo 3 or 4, even a 2 or a 1. The media size, we're going to change that to be letter, so it's 8.5 by 11, and that will immediately update the look of your work area with this 8.5 by 11 showing. Now, if yours looks a little bit different, it could be that you just have the transparency set differently than I do. I have mine kind of in the middle here today, just for the reason being that we are going to use a white, and I want to be able to see exactly what I'm doing. Before we bring in the designs though, you also want to make sure that you turn on your show print border, as this is going to be the border, the limit of the border that you can print. Now right now mine is set up to borderless for a different printer, but I want to make sure that I change that. So I'm just going to go into my page setup and make sure that I have 8.5 by 11. I'm actually going to change this. And you'll see that that print border is going to end up coming in a little bit. Okay, and then we also need to turn on the registration marks. The easiest way to do this is just hit M on your keyboard. So these are the registration marks. This is what the Silhouette machine needs to use to know exactly where to cut after you have printed. So what we're gonna do now is going to bring in our designs. You can go up to File, Open, or you can drag and drop your designs directly into Silhouette Studio. I am using these two designs, which are not specifically for stickers, but we are going to use them that way. Now, obviously these are black, and we are going to print white. So what we need to do is change the fill color and the line to white. So with them both selected, I'm just going to change this fill color to white. Still looks a little bit black. That's because the line color is still black, so we'll change that to white as well. And then I'm just going to make a round sticker. So to make the contour cut line, I'm going to use the drawing tool. If I hold down Shift while I pull the circle out with my mouse, it'll make a perfect circle, okay? And then I will just place that right around my design. I'll do that on the other one as well. Okay, and we'll just make a copy with using my keyboard shortcuts for copy paste. Okay, and now I have two stickers, and I'm just going to select everything I have here. I'll group them together up here, and then make, again, some copy. I'll copy and paste to make some duplicates. Now you cannot put anything outside of this red line. You also can't put anything in this hashed area. Okay, so that is the safe print and cut area. Obviously it needs to be inside the print border as well, which is this very faint gray line that we turned on earlier. Okay, now it looks like I can fit a couple more, so I will just actually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna adjust the size of these so I can fit 4 4 columns. Okay, and then I'll make a copy of that. And of course, yours may look different. It all just kind of depends on what designs you're using, but this is the basics here of how you are going to get your stickers set up. Assuming that you are doing this, I'm just assuming you already know how to do standard print and cut with Silhouette. And if you don't, I have tutorials on that on Silhouette School and also on my Silhouette School YouTube channel. Okay, so we've got our set up here. Now, typically what you're doing is you're printing this to your inkjet printer or maybe another laser printer, usually not in white. But in order for us to print this to our Uninet, what you want to do is you need to be able to open this file in ProRIP so that we can control where the white goes. And we also need these black registration marks to print. So in order to do that, we actually have to export this file as a PDF. However, when it's exporting, what it's doing is it's making these red lines also show up, which we don't want. So what we're going to do real quick before we export is just select the actually, first thing I have to do is ungroup everything because I've got it all grouped together here. Okay. So then what we're going to do is just select the red lines. What we can do is we can use this select by color, and we're going to tell it that we want to select all the red. See how it selected everything? And then we will change that line color to transparent, okay? So it looks like those circles that we made are gone. They're still there, they're just transparent, and we can confirm this when we go to the send panel. You'll see that the stickers are still there. What you're also probably going to see, you may or may not, I don't know what's going to pop up here in mine. It really depends how the file was put together. But if everything, like you see here, comes up with a cut line, we're going to change that, okay? So you can do this now or you can do this before you go to send. Let's just do it now while we're here. Again, we will select everything. And in this case, we're going to tell it, instead of cut, we just want it to cut edge. Now it's taking a little bit of time. The reason being, this is just a lot of information. So when we tell it that we want it to cut edge, all it's going to do is put the cut line around the very edge of each design, which in this case is just those circles. Okay, so now we are all set and we are ready to export this as a PDF, which you will need Silhouette Studio Business Edition to do. That's a one-time upgrade, paid upgrade, about $65. So we'll just go to File, Save As, Save to Hard Drive, and we will tell it that we want the format to be PDF, and we will just call this white stickers for right now, all right? And you're going to tell it if you want to, I already have one called the same thing, so that's why it's asking me this, okay? All right, now, I have a Mac. I'm working on a Mac, which obviously I cannot use for my white toner printer. So what I typically do is take that PDF that I just exported and put it on Google Drive. And then I go onto my PC, and from my PC, I download that file. And then I open it up in ProRIP on my PC. Okay, so I'm over here now in ProRIP, and now all I need to do is go up to File, Import File on ProRIP, and from my PC, I have that file that I downloaded, okay, and I'm just gonna click Open. Now, it's going to take a second to open up in ProRIP, and what you're gonna see over in the right side preview panel is basically only the registration marks and a very slim part of red. Usually that red there is what the you're going to want to scale that typically. In this case, we are not going to change it at all. We don't want everything to fit, because what's going to happen is if you scale this to get rid of that red, you are going to end up moving the registration marks, and then the Silhouette CAMEO is going to not cut your contour line around your stickers correctly. So just leave this. It will print totally fine. Also, don't panic that you can't see your designs. You remember, I have white designs on a white background. So that's why, or a transparent background, whatever. So that's why in this case, you're not able to see anything. Now, this works if you are using the clear sticker paper, which I've used, or if you're using like a craft type of sticker paper. If you're using craft sticker paper, I would use the media that's called for black paper. Okay, so you can adjust that there. If you are using the clear transparent, if you're using clear sticker paper, you can use the transparent media. So in this case, I'll just use black paper for this example. I like to print using the bypass tray, so I'm going to change that bypass tray. And the output quality, I am changing to best quality. All right, so now over here, it is going to, I need to do my transparency again needs to be changed to black, and it's going to say yes. And now I have everything here that I am ready to print. That's literally all you have to do. Okay, so we're all set in ProRIP, and now we just need to load our piece of our sticker paper. I get all my sticker paper from Online Labels into the iColor and then send it to print. It's going to take a minute to process, and then you'll see that the sticker page will print out. So I will just hit send, the send job, print job, and it changes to active. I have it set up to print from my bypass tray. You want to put the side that you want it to print down, okay? And then this will print, pull up into the top tray when it's done, and then we will move over to the Silhouette Cameo. You can use any size machine, any size Silhouette machine. This will even work on a smaller portrait because we're using 8.5 by 11 inch paper, which you can cut on the small Silhouette portrait, the Silhouette 12-inch Silhouette Cameo, 15-inch Cameo Plus, or even the 24-inch Cameo Pro. Okay, so my sheet has printed here on my iColor. So what you can see is I have not only the sticker designs on here, but also these marks at the 3 marks. You've got 1 at the bottom and 2 at the top. Those are the registration marks that the Silhouette machine needs to know where to cut. So now we are going to continue just like we normally would with a Silhouette print and cut. All right, if you're not familiar with that, then I would check out a very basics tutorial, but this is where most people who are used to using a Silhouette to do this are familiar. So I'll move you over to the Silhouette machine, which I have now set up over here. I'm using my Mac for this because that's what I'm most comfortable in. And we're going to simply place this on this sheet on our cutting mat. And the design, as we talked about, was all set up in Silhouette Studio. So I'm just going to load this, load this mat into the cutting machine. Okay, and then in Silhouette Studio, we want to make sure that the material that we have from the send panel, although I'm using craft sticker sheets from Online Labels, what we want to do is make sure that in Silhouette Studio, we are using sticker paper, and it'll say sticker paper white. So we'll just use those settings. It's going to tell us that the blade depth should be 2. So I just want to verify that my blade is on a 2. If you're using the auto blade, it will automatically adjust. I'm not using the auto blade. I like to use the 1mm manual blade. And then I'm just going to click send. And what you're going to see is that the machine is going to first find these registration marks, and then it will begin cutting. Okay, so when the cutting is complete, the machine will spit the mat with the material back on there out. Before we unload, we just want to make sure that the cut line has gone all the way through. So I typically just try to bend, and you can see it has cut. So I'm safe to unload this, and then I will just take my sticker sheet directly off of my cutting mat. I do it this way so to try to prevent the sticker sheet from curling. And what you can see is that my stickers have cut perfectly around where we placed that circle in Silhouette Studio. So again, this is a really good way to combine the power of print and cut with your Silhouette machine with your iColor 560, which can print white, which I'm pretty much can tell you that your inkjet likely can't print white. Certainly not on an already colored sheet. The only way that you would be able to get this look of white like this is to essentially print the entire sheet
the color and have the white exposed. So this way you're using a lot less toner. If you are a sticker seller, this is a really great thing to be able to offer to your customers because not a lot of people are doing it. It's going to give you a leg up on selling stickers. So again, you can do this this is the craft paper, but you could also do it with the clear sticker sheets. There's other types of sticker sheets that you could do as well. Online Labels sells hundreds of types of sticker sheets. You just want to make sure that when you do this, that you are getting the type that is for laser printers, because that's what your iColor is. So I'm just going to weed this piece off so you can see how this goes. Okay. One snag here. Okay. All right, and there is your full set of stickers.